Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. In today's video, I'm going to be trying out a polygel kit from Amazon, and the brand of this polygel kit is called Phoenixy. I hope I am not butchering the name, but this polygel kit is amazing. You get so much polygel, and this kit cost $22. I'm going to be doing the unboxing so that you all can see all of the items that comes in this kit. So the first thing right here is a 48 watts nail lamp. $22 for a nail kit, and you get a 48 watts nail lamp. Let that sink in. So yeah, I'm just going to be showing you guys the nail lamp. There were some rhinestones and stuff inside of the nail lamp, so I just removed them so that you all can focus on the nail lamp only right now. So you get the bottom piece right here, and you have to peel off the blue sticky layer, but I keep mine on because why not? And this nail lamp has a timer with 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 90 seconds, and 120 seconds. There is a digital screen, which makes it so much easier when you want to know how many seconds you have left in a nail lamp. And there are 30 LED beads, which makes it efficient and allows for even distribution of the heat. We also get the plug, and this is the instructions for the nail lamp. So I'm just going to be showing you guys my old nail lamp. I got this nail lamp about 3 years or 2 years now, and it's from Morvan, and there isn't a digital screen, and that was one thing I didn't like about that nail lamp. So I'm going to be switching it out and using this one that I got, which I really like because of the digital screen. So next in the box is some colorful rhinestones, which are really pretty. They are mini rhinestones. Then we also get some glitter butterflies, so pretty, and some nail clips to hold on your nails when you are using dual forms. Then we have some slip solution and the user manual. So this one was very detailed. There is a lot in this user manual, and I like that they have pictures, because when it's pictures it's easier to understand by showing you guys all of the steps for polygel and how to prep your nails and how to do everything. This is such a beginner friendly polygel kit. You really don't need anything else, to be honest. This kit has almost everything you would need. We also got a buffer and a 100/180 grit hand file, a cuticle pusher, and some dual forms. I will be doing a nail set using dual forms soon, hopefully. I'm not sure yet when, but I am very interested in using dual forms. I think I used dual forms once before and never again, so I'm interested to know if I could do a nail set pretty good with dual forms. Then we also get paper dual forms, and then we get this bag with some essentials. So I'm just going to be showing you guys everything in this bag. So we get a tweezers, a cuticle cutter, a nail brush, and some alcohol pads. Next we get some pink rhinestones. So tell me, what polygel kit gives you 2 sets of rhinestones? And these are really good rhinestones. They could have been a little bigger in my opinion, but still, these are really good rhinestones. And yeah, this is something that I found in the rhinestone container. So weird. I don't know what that is. So anyway, I'm just going to be showing you guys all of the different shapes of the rhinestones they have in this container. I'm not showing all, I'm probably just showing 4 of them. And they are so pretty. I really like this. Next, we get a matte top coat, base coat, and a glossy top coat. Wow. And all of them came in their individual bags, which is really good so that if they spill, they wouldn't mess up all of the items in the kit. Then we get a polygel brush and picker and 6 polygel tubes. Each of them are 15 grams and each of them came in their individual bags, which again is really cool. So I'm just going to be removing the bags and then I'm just going to be swatching them, and as usual they came sealed. So there are 2 seals on these polygels, really cool. So I'm just going to be swatching all of the polygels. There are 6 polygels and they are really pretty. There are some blue polygels and some purple polygels. And if you're interested in this kit, I will leave a link in the description below. However, this kit is currently unavailable, but not to worry. They do have some other polygel kits which are $24, I believe, or $25. I think it's $25, and they come with 9 polygels. So either way, this brand is a really great brand when it comes to affordable polygel kits. So this is probably about 2 weeks later. I'm going to be doing the nail tutorial right now, so I'm just picking out all of the items that I am going to be using in this nail set. And one thing I didn't understand why there was a black polygel. The black polygel came from nowhere, to be honest, because it really wasn't needed. It wasn't going with the color scheme and the vibe of this polygel kit. They could have included a clay. That was one thing that they didn't have. I wish they had a clear polygel instead of the black polygel, but that's okay. So I did apply my nail tips off camera, and now I'm just applying gel base coat. I would usually buff the surface of the nails to remove the shine and then apply the gel base coat, but since I'm not keeping these nails on for that long, I skipped that step. So I cured the nails for 30 seconds in the Phoenixy nail lamp. This nail lamp is auto sensing, so if you place your hands in the lamp, it turns on, and when your hands are out of the lamp, it turns off. However, when you place your hand in the lamp, it goes from 120 seconds and there is a countdown. If you want the countdown to be from 30 seconds, you have to press the 30 seconds first and then place your hand in the lamp. But I was just placing my hand in the lamp and then oops, I realized that it's counting down from 120, so I have to tap the 30-second button twice, because if I tap it once it would shut it off, so I have to tap it twice, you know. So anyway, I'm starting on the index nail. I'm using blue polygel for this nail set. I was so close to using purple, but I realized that I'm using purple polygel a lot, so I decided to use the blue. And if you all noticed, when I placed the polygel on my nail, I was turning my finger from left to right, up and down and stuff like that. I wanted to see if this polygel would be moving or not, and it stayed put. So it is a stiff polygel with a good consistency, so that is one thing I noticed from the jump, which is really good. Distributing the polygel was pretty easy for the first layer. I didn't have any problems. Also, the soap solution is, I guess, rubbing alcohol, because it's not greasy or anything. It's more like rubbing alcohol, so it is rubbing alcohol, I guess. So yeah, I'm just distributing the polygel on the index nail, and then I would cure that for 30 seconds. And this is how it looks. Now I'm going to be applying a second bead to build the apex of this nail and to build the opacity. So just now y'all will be hearing me give a first impression of my opinion on this polygel that I'm using. I did it live. This was my first time doing it like that, actually talking while doing my nails. So be easy on me, it's not that great, but y'all will hear my first impression on how I feel about the polygel while using the polygel. And this was very difficult to do, to be honest, because I'm usually quiet when doing my nails. So the fact that I had to talk while doing my nails, that's a lot. I may try to do it in the future, but for now I will stick to doing my nails and then doing the voiceover. But stay tuned to hear my first impressions on this polygel. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Okay, so my first impression of this polygel is that there is a lot of bubbles developing when I am using the polygel on my nail. I had to pop a few of them, which is sort of annoying and weird because I don't usually have to pop that much bubbles on a nail, only if the polygel is like at the end, like if it is almost finished. And yeah, I would have to, it would develop a lot more bubbles in the nail. Also, blending this polygel seems to be a little difficult. It's not blending seamlessly, but I like the polygel because you don't have to use a lot of liquid to move the polygel, so that's a plus. But you also can't blend it as easily as other polygels. It's not stiff, but you can mold it easy. It's just that it's a difficult combination to explain. And another bubble is right there. Oh my goodness, so many bubbles, come on. So yeah, the only issue I have is the bubbles, and I'm interested to know how it blends with other polygels, if it's easy or not. Because right now, it doesn't seem to be blending easily when I blended the uncured with the cured. But, it's just one nail, so I don't know. We will see, okay? Why is the bubble not going? So yes, that was my first impression of the nails. It's a bit rough because I cannot edit out a lot of what I just said and make it sound good. But yeah, that was my first impression of how I felt about the polygel. So anyway, I'm just continuing with this nail, and I would cure that for 30 seconds. Then I just applied a small bead because at the apex area where I popped the bubble in the nail, it left that section of the nail pretty flat. It wasn't giving that well structured nail. It left the top of the nail there a bit flat. So I just applied a small bead just to get that area looking better, and then I would cure that as well for 30 seconds. Now I'm going to be using the white polygel, so I'm placing small beads of the white polygel on the middle nail. Then I'm going in and placing small beads of the blue polygel. I'm going to be doing a marble nail, so I dipped the dotting tool in soap solution, and I'm going to be swirling the polygels together to create the marble effect. And when I'm satisfied with the marble effect, I'm going to be using my polygel brush to pat the polygel in place and just distribute it throughout the nail. And when I'm satisfied with how it looks, I would cure that for 30 seconds. So this is after curing the marble nail, and it looks good, but I didn't like how the nail bed area was looking. I think you could see some pink, which is my nail bed color. So I think you could see that at the nail bed area, and I didn't like that. So we will be getting back to that nail. So let's move on to the ring nail. I'm going to be doing a Colorblock ombre nail. So I placed a bead of the white polygel at the tip area, and I'm just creating a slant with the white polygel. Then I fade the white polygel into the nail bed area, and I would cure that for 30 seconds. Now I'm going to be using the blue polygel at the nail bed area. So I just placed a bead of the blue polygel, and I'm going to be distributing it around the cuticle area. Then when I'm ready, I would feed the blue polygel into the white polygel, and this was difficult to ombre. The polygel was kind of resisting the feed, if that makes sense. So I didn't like how this ombre was looking. I had to use so much pressure in order to get the ombre to look somewhat like an ombre, and it still wasn't looking that great in my opinion, but it was the best that I could do. So I cured that for 30 seconds, and this is how it looks. I'm going to be applying a second bead just to make that area a little more opaque, and I would also cure that for 30 seconds. If you reached this far in the video, don't forget to hit the like button below, comment your thoughts on the design, and don't forget to subscribe and share the video. So again, I did not like how this ombre was turning out. The blue was not blending into the white as seamlessly as I would like for it to have blended. So I decided that I would apply a bead of the white polygel and blend that into the blue polygel, and hopefully that would work. It kind of sort of worked. I wouldn't say it didn't work, but I also wouldn't say it worked. So it's an in-between, and I would cure that as well for 30 seconds. Now moving on to the pinky nail, I'm going to be using the blue polygel at the nail bed area. I'm going to be doing a Colorblock nail. So I'm starting with the blue polygel and distributing that at the nail bed area into a slant, and I would cure that for 30 seconds. This section of the nail design is kind of difficult to explain, but I hope you all understand what I'm doing here. and this layer needs to be thin because you are molding the polygel into a certain direction, so you cannot afford to have too much polygel on the nail while doing this. So this layer needs to be thin, and then you would cure that for 30 seconds. Then you would apply a second layer which can be thicker, and then you would distribute it and cure for 30 seconds. So back to the middle nail. It was bothering me. I thought it wasn't going to bother me, but it was. So I had to go back to the middle nail and apply 2 beads of the white and blue and marble that on top of the nail, and then fade it into the nail so that that area would be a lot more opaque. It was only needed at the nail bed area. So yeah, I'm doing that right now, and I would cure for 30 seconds. And my middle nail is shaped really weird. I always have issues when applying nail tips to the middle nail and filing the middle nail. It's just a weird nail. So I'm going to be using my Model 1's clear polygel, since this polygel kit did not include a clear polygel, and I'm going to be encapsulating the ring nail right here. I'm going to be doing 1 layer of that and curing for 30 seconds. And the reason why I'm encapsulating the ring nail is because I need to file the pinky nail, and I don't want any dust getting on top of the ring nail and then I accidentally encapsulate it. So that's why I like to encapsulate my nails, or any nails that needs to be encapsulated before filing a nail. So I cured that for 30 seconds. Now I'm using rubbing alcohol. Well, now I'm using the slip solution to remove the stickiness. And then I would file the pinky nail and also the ring nail just to get that crisp line. I'm going to be using the 100/180 grit hand file that I got in this kit. Also, when filing on the blue area on the pinky nail, it left these white marks on the nail. When I was finished with the nails, you could still see the white marks. So I guess you're not supposed to file on the nails like that. Well, the blue nails, you have to encapsulate them to protect them because of the pigment in it. So that is a downside to these polygels. When you file on the colored polygels without encapsulating them, they leave these white marks on them that cannot go away. So yeah, that's a disadvantage of these polygels. So on the pinky nail, I am using this beautiful blue glitter polygel, and I'm doing another color block, and I would cure that for 30 seconds. Then on to the ring nail, I'm going to be applying the glitter polygel and distributing it at the tip area right there and curing for 30 seconds. So this is how the nails are looking. Now on the pinky nail, I am using some rubbing alcohol to remove the tackiness, and then I did some light filing to file the glitter section of the nail to get a crisp line. And now I'm going to be applying some white polygel to the tip area of the pinky nail and distributing it at that area right there, and I would cure for 30 seconds. Now onto the thumbnail, I'm going to be doing the whole nail with this glitter polygel. So I just placed a large bead of the blue glitter polygel and I'm just evenly distributing that on the thumbnail, and I would cure that for 30 seconds. And this is a really pretty glitter polygel. I like it a lot. Next, after curing, I'm going in with a small bead at the tip area just to make the tip area a little more opaque, and I would cure that as well for 30 seconds. So now I'm going to be encapsulating the nails. So I'm using the Mother One's clear polygel again, and I am encapsulating all of the nails except the index nail. I had to apply a second bead to the middle nail to build the apex, and I used base coat as slip solution since the polygel was becoming a bit sticky, so I used base coat most of the time to mold the polygel. On the ring nail, I only needed to encapsulate the glitter area, and I had to do 2 layers of that just to build the thickness, and I would cure each layer for 30 seconds. On the pinky nail, I mostly encapsulated from the glitter area and the white polygel. I did not really apply a lot of the clear polygel to the solid blue area. It looks like I'm doing that right here, but I did remove some. So that's why when I was filing the nails, there were a lot of marks on that area and also on the index nail because it really was not encapsulated. So this is how all of the nails look. I did encapsulate the thumbnail off camera. Now I am using some slip solution to remove the stickiness, and then I would file the nails. So I'm just showing myself filing the nails right here. I'm going to let this part play out and I'll be back shortly. So this is after filing of the nails. Now I'm going to be using some of the rhinestones included in this kit. I am going to be applying them using some Mother One's rhinestone glue. So I just placed some of the rhinestone glue on the middle nail. Then I applied some gel top coat to the whole middle nail. And I would be applying some of the rhinestones to the middle nail, and I would cure that for 30 seconds. Then I'm going to be using these butterfly stickers. I got these butterfly stickers from Amazon, I believe. I've had these butterfly stickers for a while now. But yeah, I'm just going to be sticking some of the butterfly stickers on the index nail. Then I applied gel top coat first. However, when I applied the gel top coat, I was still seeing the white marks on the index nail, and I didn't like how that was looking. So I removed the gel top coat and I decided to apply the gel base coat, because usually when I apply gel base coat first and then the gel top coat, the gel base coat would usually remove all of the white marks on the nails. However, that didn't really happen. I was still seeing the white marks when I was finished with the nail set. Unfortunately, So I'm applying the gel top coat here to the index nail now and curing that for 30 seconds. Now on to the pinky nail. I am applying gel base coat first and curing that for 30 seconds. I should have applied the gel base coat when I was applying it to the index nail, but I totally forgot. So now I am applying the gel top coat to the pinky nail and also to the thumbnail, and then I would cure for 30 seconds. I did apply some rhinestones to the ring nail off camera. So this is how the nails are looking. Now I'm going to be using some cuticle oil to rehydrate my skin and nails. So guys, this is the finished look. And I think this nail set turned out really good. Let me know what you guys think. The Polygel kit, I have nothing but great things to say about this Polygel kit. You get a lot of items for $22 and you get a 48 watt nail lamp. Who puts a 48 watt nail lamp in a $22 Polygel kit? The only thing is that the polygel needs to be encapsulated in order to file on it, or else you would get some white markings like you are seeing on the solid blue nails. That's one thing I didn't like, and the polygel doesn't blend as good as I want it to, but it is stiff and it does not flood the cuticles, so I guess you have to take the good with the bad. But I think this polygel kit is worth the money. If you're interested, I will leave a link in the description below so that you can check out the polygel kit. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.